Welcome to the Weekday Report for Monday, December 16th. I'm Liz Snyder. Here's a brief look at the news. A Sunday night fight between two men resulted in the shooting and wounding of one of them. Police and rescue squads were called to the residence at 4517 20th Avenue at about 6:45 p.m. The victim, whose name was not released, was taken to Kenosha Medical Center. His condition was not immediately known, and police were not releasing further information this morning. With more snow in the forecast, Joe Ward has a report about a few things to keep in mind.
When snow is falling and accumulating on your property, you might be tempted to move some of that snow back into the street. Don't. City officials are reminding residents that not only is shoveling into the street unlawful, it's also dangerous. City ordinance prohibits the moving of snow into the street. That's because after a street is plowed, crews for the city do not generally return to that area. Shoveling into the street reverses the effects of plowing and keeps streets icy and dangerous, often for weeks at a time. This winter, if you follow at least one rule, be good to your neighbor. For the Kenosha News, I'm Joe Ward.
95 local kids got some holiday cheer thanks to Kenosha Police and Sheriff's deputies on Saturday. The Deputy Sheriff's Association held its Shop with a Cop event at Target in Pleasant Prairie, while the Kenosha Professional Police Association held its event at Walmart in Summers. Kids were given a $200 allowance to buy presents for themselves and their families. Kenosha Police Officer Corey Brennan said the events help children to remember police in a good way. More than 300 new UW-Parkside graduates turned their tassels on Saturday in one of the school's largest ever winter commencements. Commencement speaker Will Allen, CEO and founder of Growing Power Incorporated, focused on a simple message: stay in touch. Allen said it's important for the graduates to keep in touch with their friends and classmates because along the line, they're going to need each other. Victorian cuisine and an old-time radio show performance of A Christmas Carol highlighted Sunday's A Dickens Christmas celebration at the Civil War Museum. Visitors were also treated to carolers and puppet shows and a display of Victorian-era women's fashions using Dickens characters, including Miss Havisham from Great Expectations. The hour-long show was recorded for later broadcasts on Kenosha TV Channel 14 and on demand at kenoshatv.org. Observers braved the cold and snowy conditions Saturday for the first Paddock Lake Lighted Holiday Parade. The parade started at McAllennon Park on 248th Avenue, traveled north to 61st Street, east to 236th Avenue, and south to Paddock Lake Village Hall. After the parade, attendants were invited to the Village Hall for a tree lighting ceremony, followed by pictures with Santa. What's trending today? Sunday's Packers win over the Cowboys was the biggest come-from-behind victory in the team's history, and it keeps Green Bay in the playoff hunt. After a couple of exciting wins in a row, do you think there's still hope for the Pack this season? Tell us on our Facebook page. Up next is Jeff Zampanti with the Athletic Republic Athlete of the Week.
Reese to the rescue. I'm Kenosha News sports writer Jeffrey Zampanti with the Kenosha News Athletic Republic Athlete of the Week. Carthage's Reese Hurth delivered one of his finest performances of the season in one of the most entertaining wins in recent memory in leading the Carthage men's basketball team to a 112-104 double overtime victory over Platteville Saturday at Tarbo Arena. Hurth came up with big plays on both ends of the floor in 37 productive minutes. The junior guard connected on a pair of clutch three-pointers and knocked down 14 of 16 free throws in scoring a collegiate-high 28 points. Congratulations, Reese, for a great game and for being named the Kenosha News Athletic Republic Athlete of the Week. I'm Jeffrey Zampanti.
Thanks, Jeff. Now here's a look at what we're working on today. Deneen Smith will have a story about a petition drive to reopen the Jefferson Annex as part of the school, and Joe Ward will be at tonight's City Council meeting where the public comments policy is back on the agenda. Pick up a copy of Kenosha News and check kenoshanews.com for all the details on these stories and more. I'm Liz Snyder with the Weekday Report.